Hey Nicole, so here's the image which you sent. So I'm gonna start from scratch. So, okay, let's get the teleplay app started. So in your case, you'd obviously download from the app, from the iOS app store. Here I'm downloading it from my developer console. Doesn't really matter. The key thing is that you download the teleplay app. Okay, click allow. So the first thing you want to do is click on PicPulse, click OK. And now so there are two ways to use PicPulse. Number one is to add foreground effects on top of existing photos or videos. And the second way is to add your own foreground elements in the form of PNGs, JPEGs, etc. And there's now an AI tool which can remove a background from something like this. So I'm going to show you two ways. So the first one, let's add sorry, there was I'm doing like 1,000 things at once, and there's a customer in chat who just is sending me a billion messages. Anyways, so here is let's add a foreground effect to this. So silver, mountain, water. So make sure within the gear icon, all you need to do is make sure two things. Number one, that the PicPulse button is always on, and number two, that you enter the email address you used to purchase PicPulse. Okay, so in this case, you can search for foreground elements, like you can search for like water, nature, etc. But because I already know the gist of what we want here, let's go to water and liquids, and maybe you can search from here. So white liquid. Then you can rotate, resize this however which way you want. Okay, I think that can kind of work. So yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. So you can do this effect and then rotate it. Then what if this isn't gonna make any sense, but let's add it. You can add more than one effect at the same time. And let's say you like this recording or you like this scene, even though I think there's way too many elements going on. So you just hold the record button for a couple of seconds. And once you like the time of it, the length of the recording, just tap again. And it's going to take a little time to process. And then it's going to show up where the rest of your photos and videos are. Okay. And in here, you can adjust the sound controls. So let's say you want music that's in here. So what you would do is turn these two off. Effect sound relates to the music in here. Background sound is if you're using a video background with sound, and mic sound is what I'm saying right now. Let's just do effect sound. And if we want some music, you can preview music by clicking this button. And let's say we like it. We just download it and then double tap. And then this piece music will appear in the final recording as long as this effect is on. Okay, let's delete these foreground effects. All I have to do is hold and then click on the X that appears. So so I want to reiterate, so the Your Background tool, this is so you can upload your own photos and videos and use them as a background. The Your Foreground tool, it's so you can upload your own foregrounds and use them as foregrounds, meaning you can move them around, resize them. To delete them, you click on the X that appears after you hold them. So let's do Your Foreground. This tool, with this, you can upload your own JPEGs, PNGs, etc. So something I forgot to say is make sure to save anything you want to add as a foreground layer to Files. Okay. So that way, when you try to upload it, it will appear within the files, because that's how it works right now. So open. Okay. Did I click on that? Okay, so actually I accidentally did 2 foreground layers. So obviously this makes 0 sense whatsoever. So how about first we add like a nature background? So if we go here, what if we do waterfall table? Okay, resize it. So now, obviously it doesn't make sense with that background layer. So what we can do is go here, okay, click on that. So now it should remove the background. And I don't think it's gonna work amazing because there's a lot of other elements in the background. You generally want like a very simple background when using the AI removal tool. Well, it didn't do that bad of a job. So, but you get the idea, right? And now you can add foreground elements on top of this. And that's pretty much all there is to it. And then let's do that. So something I want to reiterate is so the your foreground, to do a foreground that's customized to you, this button lets you upload your PNGs, JPEGs, GIF files using the left button here, and the right button you use when you want to remove a background from an existing picture and then turn it into a PNG layer like I did here. Okay, and that's pretty much the gist of it. So one more time. So backgrounds here, you have access to all these backgrounds. You can change them on the fly. And then you can add your own foreground layer. And then add foreground elements on top of that. I mean, these aren't the best scenes, obviously, because I'd prefer if the background was, obviously less complicated than that. But yeah, please let me know if this helps, Nicole, and I'm here if any questions.